Welcome back out of Fear Gang. Today we're going to be talking about marrying a man, or am I going to marry a woman? Let's get into it. Welcome back out of Fear Gang. It is Nick here. I hope everyone has had a great day. Hope everybody had an awesome week. Today is Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you so much to everybody that has hit that like and that subscribe button. It means so much to see this channel growing and for you guys to be supportive and support the channel. It truly means a lot. This is just me sharing my experiences, sharing my story. And for today's video, speaking of stories, if you've seen my 8-part or 10-part series on my entire story with life and coming out and drugs and all of that, then you may recognize some of the stuff in today's video. But I wanted to get kind of just a little more in detail and go over it for the new people that may have not seen the full 8-part series or 9-part. It's around there, 8 or 9, 10 parts, something like that. Check it out if you haven't seen it. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about, like I said in the intro, I was in a relationship with this beautiful, beautiful woman from the inside out. She had a great heart. She was a great Christian girl. She was like a picture perfect, someone that you would want your son to marry. She was an honest girl, hardworking, beautiful, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I completed that year-long treatment center. And, I was struggling with the fact of, I thought I could pray the gay away. I thought that I could, if I just acted as I'm straight, that it would come. But it didn't really work that way. As we started dating and we started hanging out, I really liked her and I liked hanging out with her, but it felt almost that it was like a task, or it felt like I had to do this, not because I wanted to. It just felt that like I needed to portray this image, or to maybe think that it would make me straight. And I know it might not make sense to everybody, but for me, it was a big thing I was struggling with. I wanted that life. I wanted that, the wife, the kids, the house, the white picket fence, the golden retriever, the cat, and I really wanted that. I wanted the picture book, textbook, movie, couple marriage. And it didn't turn out that way. When I was dating this woman, I started seeing Mark. And I got back and reconnected with him. And it came to a point where, I was seeing Mark and I was also seeing this woman. And it was like, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling Mark that, I love him. And he's like, how can you love me if you're with this woman? And it was not fair for him. And it was not fair for her. And I remember sitting down on my steps out front of the house I was in. And I remember saying, like, this is it. Like, this is one of those life moments in a movie or a book or something where you have to make a decision. I had to make a decision. Do I want to go and fake this entire relationship and who I am and have this, marriage with these kids and the white picket fence? Or do I want to be true to myself and be honest? And it's not just all about me. If I would have chose that road and that path with this woman, I would have not only hurt myself, but I would have just put her through so much. And, even later on down the road, the kids, and it was something I was really struggling with. And I wasn't out at the time. I didn't come out at this time. So I had to, I remember I made the decision that I do not want her to go through it with, this relationship and getting married. And because that's where it was going. Like, we were dating and she wanted to basically, like, the idea was to get married. And I couldn't do it. I could not put her through that. I knew it would not be fair for her. Definitely not fair for me. And it wasn't fair for Mark. And I am, taking responsibility for that now. And at that time in my life, I decided I needed to, end this with her. So I went to a restaurant, we had dinner, and I told her what was going on. I didn't come out to her, but I just told her, listen, it's not going to work. I don't love you the same way that you love me. I'm so sorry. I don't want to have this continuing, and it's not going to go anywhere because I know that you want more out of this than I do. And it was so hard breaking up with her and not being able to be honest and tell her the truth about me being gay, because she was like, why, like, are you breaking up with me? And it was so difficult and I felt so bad at the time, but it was ultimately worth it. She found somebody, she got married, and she's doing well now. We're not friends or anything like that, but I know that she's still, she's doing well. So that just makes me happy, because if we would have been together or married or in that relationship, she would almost be believing in a false marriage or a false relationship, and that would have just killed me. And then me seeing, Mark or other people on the side trying to hide it, it would not have been good for me personally. My heart, it would have probably made me relapse even more, and just it wouldn't have been good all around. But that's kind of a little story with it. I hope you guys got to enjoy the video, maybe got something out of it. I love you all. Good content, good stuff is going to be coming. I've been going through a lot this past week, and also I had to get over COVID and whatnot. So with that being said, I love you all. We'll wrap it up. About a 7-minute video here. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay positive, stay true to yourself, and remember, I love you guys, and see you later, Out of Fear gang. Peace.